Alright, what is going on, dudes? My name is lotrdude13, welcome back to the Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. So today we have a PU battle against Jadrik. I did promise one last week. So we ended up getting together quite a while back, and we threw together a couple random teams because I said he should build one. So we had a PU battle. It's a pretty cool match. It's actually, as you'll see, the video is kind of short, and I don't know why it ended up being so short. Because it was like a typical... Actually, it was longer than my typical battles. So anyway. Alright, so he's going to lead out with the Chatot. So immediately, I know what these Chatots like to do, so I like to go for the Sucker Punch. So I decided, So he's going to hit me with the Boom Burst because I want to see how much this does to me. It does so much. I'm like, oh god, he must be Specs. As you can see, because there's no Life Orb damage. So I'm just going to U-turn out because I can't do much to this thing. I'm pretty sure Return won't kill it. So, U-turn does actually a fairly decent amount, so maybe Return would have killed it. I just didn't want to risk it. So, I sent out Sunkiss here. I'm like, the Boom Burst won't do much to me because I'm an Electric type. Idiot me forgot that Boom Burst was a normal type move. So, poor Sunkiss gets wrecked as soon as I send her out on the field. And I was so happy to use it. I've never used that dead end before, so it just sucks, man. So now I send in my Pelipper here. I'm hoping that I can take a Boom Burst. I thought I could, but apparently I cannot take a Boom Burst. So this Chatot is ripping a hole in my team. This is probably why the battle was so short, because the first couple turns of this Chatot. So I send back in Fluffball here because Fluffball is probably my best bet. I know that I can outspeed the thing, so I go for Return. And we were debating about this, but I don't think the crit mattered. Not really debating, we were discussing it, wondering if it actually did matter, and I'm pretty sure it did not matter. I really hope it didn't matter because that probably, if it did matter, that probably prevented the thing from sweeping, and that would be the only thing. Anyway, I go for the Toxic here because I know that I will outspeed the thing. I probably won't live one hit even with the Fur Coat, but he ends up going for the Bulk Up, which is a very, very nice play on his part. And he also has Guts. So, it was not a very good idea for me to Toxic him because I forgot that Machoke gets Guts. So, yeah, it doesn't turn out very well. So he takes a little bit of toxic damage, nothing major. And right here, I'm a bit scared. I don't want to leave my Fluffball in for him, expecting him to switch or something like that, and getting another Bulk Up. So I definitely want to get out, and I want to get into something that can handle this. So I send in my Beautifly, who is 4 times strong against and 4 times resists the Brick Break, or any fighting type move he wants to use. He goes for the Brick Break, does quite a bit of damage. Obviously because of the +1. If he'd gotten a +2, that probably would have killed me. Anyway, well, no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. So I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here because I do not carry a Psychic or a Flying type move, sadly, on this Beautifly, which would be very, very nice, but I believe my moveset is, Bug Buzz, Sludge Bomb, something like that, and then Giga Drain. I don't remember what actually my other move is. Anyways, I think it's Stun Spore is my last one. Anyway, so I'm just going to go with the Giga Drain, because might as well just finish off this Machoke so it doesn't do any more damage. That last Bulk Up was actually a misclick. He was telling me during the battle, so, it's all good. Probably wouldn't able to kick my butt if he hadn't. So, now he's going to send in his shiny Lapras here, who's pretty cool. This was the Pokemon he really wanted to test out here in PU. So I'm going to go for Giga Drain. I know I can do a fairly decent amount. I just want to do as much as I can because I know that any Ice-type move this thing wants to throw at me, it will kill me because I am a Beautifly. So, especially Frost Breath, which is 90 base power after the crit and whatnot. So, yeah, because you get a crit every time with the Frost Breath. So, they should just make it a 90 power move because there's no point making a crit. Does the same amount of damage. Anyways, now he's going to swap out here because he's obviously predicting the Grass Knot because that's what most Breaksons carry. So, he's going to send in Sweet Death the Gothita, which is kind of funny because I named my, what do you call him? Sweet Death, my Frostlass Sweet Death. But he decides to go for Trick here. I'm like, wonder what he's going to give me. So, he gets my Eviolite and I get a Choice Scarf. So, I'm like, oh, that could actually come in favor because none of his team really resist the flamethrower. So Sweet Death does not take that very nicely at all. He's going to swap back out into Bay, kind of sacking it off just because he doesn't really need it at this point. And he can't really do much about me, to me, and he needs a safe switch in. So I do, Flamethrower does quite a bit, and one more takes out the Lapras. So Breakson's looking like it'll have a late game sweep here and pick up the rest of the victories. He's going to send in this Delibird, actually. So The Delabird's gonna take the flamethrower not very well and die. And yeah, so Braixen's holding her own really nicely here and kicking booty. So yeah. And now he sends back in Sweet Death, who's not going to live another flamethrower. And I'm just kind of roasting his team, literally. I believe he has one more Pokemon, which is the Ariados. So he sends out the shiny Ariados here. Shiny Ariados is a little bit like I don't know, two different colors. Anyway, so I would obviously outspeed it, and you're probably wondering why I swapped out, but it's because I wanted to sack off Fluffball because I wanted to bring in my other Pokemon, which is my Meowstic, because it has not seen battle in for flippin' ever, and it'll be its first PU match that it would have been able to show up in. So I take my leftovers and whatnot, and I decided to go for Toxic because I don't want to kill this thing because I want to see how much damage that my Meowstic can do to it. So he's just going to go with the Poison Jab once more, take out my Furfrou, and pretty cool stuff. And I'm just going to send in the Meowstic. That was the whole reason for sending it in. I could have easily killed it with one more Flamethrower. That wasn't the issue. It's just I didn't want to. So now, send in Java, who's choice spec, so I'm just going to go for Psychic and wreck this thing's day. So, that was the battle. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. It was a pretty fun battle. I'm glad I got to battle Jadrik and PU, because I haven't battled anyone besides Hayden that I actually know when it comes to battling. So, yeah, it was a very fun match. Thank you for having it with me, Jadrik. And if you want to check out Jadrik, his links are in the description below, as always. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll talk to you all later.